What happened there? Can you guys hear? Hello, testing 1 2. I guess the mic wasn't on. Did you guys even hear my little guitar doodle? Well, I played guitar better than I've ever played in my entire life, and none of you heard it. Just kidding. I actually really botched that. So it's fine. Welcome to my stream. Where the hell am I? Who remembers where I am? Who recognizes this living room? Anybody? Where the hell are we? And how are you all doing? I hope everybody's doing good. I'm not doing great because, let me tell you. Hold on, let me put my mic on. I mean, like physically, I'm doing okay. Mentally, I'm doing pretty good. Financially, I'm doing very, very poorly. And one of the reasons for that is because it has been too hot out here in Slabs to stream. It's too hot. I can barely use my phone. There's been a heat wave. Today it is below 100 degrees, so I'm streaming before it gets too hot. Unfortunately, I I got some mail, and the thing about the mail is, I don't know if you all remember, but the post office in Nland burned down. That's where my mailing address used to be. I have been getting mail in LA while keeping my home address here in Slab City, and kind of moving between worlds, moving between Slab City and Babylon, which is an interesting thing to be doing. I'm, in the same way that I created the address here at Slab City Library and figured out how to work that. I'm trying to figure out how to balance my life between Slab City and Babylon. It's not, there's no step-by-step guide on how to do this. Other people haven't really been, there's not like, this isn't like a thing that people do typically. I'm kind of just figuring it out as I go. And Aaron says Burbank, California. Yes, I am an actor. None of this is real. This is an elaborate set in LA. I'm actually just, my name is Fernando Gutierrez. I don't know why I'm Mexican, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm in name only. I don't know. So yeah, you might notice that I've got kind of a swollen eye here, and that is because there was a swarm of bees that tried to take over the library. Uh, and we took care of them. They did not take over the library, and the swelling in my eye is definitely going down. You think this looks bad? You should see the other 5,000 guys, or as I found out, they're all female. I didn't know that about bees. That's pretty cool. So I need to have insurance on my vehicle, or they're going to suspend the registration on my vehicle by the 2nd of April. And that's going, I need that because I'm moving between LA and Slab City. That's a 3 hour, sometimes 4 hour commute, depending on what's going on. And there is a number of other things that need to be done here at the library. That's what I put all the rest of my money into. And because I didn't realize that this was an issue, I have not been getting that mail. The only reason I got this mail is because I went to the mail truck in Nland that comes out from the next town over, because like I said, our post office burned down. So there's a mail truck that comes out, and then we can check the mail with that, but it only comes in a couple times a week. It's a real hassle. There's like this whole thing about getting a new post office built in Nland. It's been a local political issue that affects all of the people that live in this town or in the real town nearby, Nland. And then Slab City is like kind of technically considered part of Nland, kind of not. It's a weird little squatter gray area. I see there's a number of people in here, so make sure you hit that like button. I am going to crack open a cold one here. I don't drink anymore, so I got a nice soda. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody open a fucking bottle with a stapler, but cheers. I've been doing a lot of work. As you can see, I've got tools just next to me on the couch because I've been fucking just balls deep in repairs. I got a mountain of paperwork here that was at the mailbox in Nland, or at the mail truck that I picked up that I've been going through. I did not realize that they were still sending mail out to me. So this is kind of, and I spent all my money getting out here, and then I had an emergency $100 for if I was super screwed, and after being able to get back to the city, and now gas is crazy expensive, and I had to spend that money because somebody stole our library sign. Who the fuck steals from a library, and especially like a library in an off-grid town that serves a community that lives in poverty? It's really shit. And somebody on my last live stream pointed out that there was a number of signs missing from around Bombay Beach as well. So I feel like there's probably just some shitty scumfuck collector going around stealing people's signs around the area, and they're gonna keep them for like 10 years and then sell them for, crazy ridiculous prices as like collector's items or some shit. It's bullshit. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Or maybe it was some hack that needed a piece of plywood and saw my sign and thought that would be a really easy target to grab a piece of plywood. Anyway, how's everybody doing? The community always tells. I would hope so. There's the camera at Salvation Mountain that may have caught what was going on, but they have like a board. I asked them if they could send me the video if there was anything caught on their camera of who grabbed our sign. I've been working on repainting. Oh yeah, I need to put this over here. This is what I'm hot spotting off of, and this is the place where it gets the best reception. So I don't know if y'all how the reception has been during the stream. I forgot that I hadn't set it up here, but now I have. And we've got, should have 3 bars here, but we only have 2. It really is just like the difference between moving it from here to here or here to here. Let's just see if we can fine tune it here and get those 3 bars. Let me know how the reception is and how the video quality and sound quality is. I need your feedback here, chat. Let's see if this works. Oh, it was at 3. There we go. Right, literally right here. Not there, but like now it went back down to 2. It was at 3 right here. Swear to God. Come on. Come on. Or it's like, I think it's like literally right here. It'll pick up 3 bars. And I had it on my tripod when I've been hot spotting around the house. Let's see if this works. Let's just try it. Now it jumped up to 3. Okay. All right. That's where it goes then, I guess. Just literally right there. And if I need to check if people kick down, then I'm going to have to come over here. So that's just how it goes. So if y'all want to help me not to get stuck out here in Slab City, there are links in the description to my PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. Aaron says they messed up the new library sign. No, I'm working on making the new library sign. I didn't have the money to get all the materials because paint is expensive and hardware is expensive. So yeah, and I want to fortify it this time, like really make it solid so that this doesn't happen again. So, I need insurance on my car like immediately, or my whole life is screwed basically. And I need we got enough donations to get the materials that I have now, which was the lumber and the paint, and the expenses of going out and getting it. And I'm gonna paint it myself. It's gonna, it's really nice. I've been thinking about how it's gonna be, and finally decided on a design. Now I just have to execute it. Oh yeah, aside from the lumber and the paint, also like masking tape. We do have enough construction screws to put it up, but there's no brackets, and I do want to like use some like JB weld or something to like put over the screw heads so that people can't like unscrew it. Just, you know, just make it a lot harder for people to steal so it's not worth it, because I can't afford to come out and replace this. Yeah, Zoe says pick and sound are okay. You know, y'all, like Valkyrie is asking about Dot. Like I am down to tell you all about what's going on in Slabs, but right now I need people to get down with the kickdown. My last stream, one person kicked down, and I'm super grateful for them. But that, like, that's it. And like I said, I haven't been able to stream. The day that I got cleared after surgery, to be able to be active again, even to just like raise my arms above my head again, and like do physical activity using my upper body, was the day that I got back out to Slabs, intending to do a bunch of work, and I have been doing a bunch of work. The big thing that I've run into is just all of our building materials were stolen. Not this year. This year everything's been like held stable, but leading up to a year ago, this place was actively being ransacked by tweakers while I was hands off of the library. Now I'm back hands on the library. We have a person who's been residing here for a year, and he's been holding it down solid. There was a period where I was concerned that I was going to have to take the library over again for at least the near future, and was starting to make plans to move back here in case that was the situation. Fortunately, I don't think that will have to be the case. So I will resume my plans of finishing out some larger projects here to prepare for the summer, so that the residents, there's two now. We got Jeff, and now we have a new fella who's been really handy around here, and you know, he's been great. So I think that both of them will be I feel a lot better having two people here rather than just one over the summer. But yeah, so if y'all want to help out, there's I don't know if Aaron or any other mods that might be in the chat want to post money links, but I'm pretty much screwed, and I think I might start doing like morning streams, like around 10 a.m. or 11 or so, before it gets too hot over the next few days, because this is bad. I haven't been able to work since surgery. My leg's still fucked up, and now it's too hot to stream, and I can't get out of here until I finish some projects. So if you want to help out with that, obviously I'm not trying to like get rich. I have $0 in my credit union account. I just spent the last few bucks paying some stupid toll that I didn't know I had to pay, or else they were gonna send it to collections and it was gonna affect my license and stuff. Yeah. Let's see. And I don't know what insurance company I'll be able to go through. It could be kind of expensive because I did have a DUI a few years ago that affected my license. It got suspended for a bit. It's not suspended anymore. I went through all these hoops over the last year to get that all straightened up. But yeah, if I don't get that taken care of, then I'm screwed. Let's see. Don't say the T word. I don't know what that is. cars or lemonade car insurance is lower fees. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I haven't been able to shop around because I have no fee, like I have no money, so I don't know. I have nothing to work with, so I haven't been looking at prices or anything. But I need to get that taken care of by uh, before before Friday. That's yeah, that's an issue. Uh, yeah, and you know what? I would have been able to use my emergency gas fund if I didn't have to use it for materials for the sign. And a couple of folks donated to help out with that too. It was, yeah, stuff costs more money than you realize, especially when you're in the middle of nowhere. And as far as like building supplies and stuff go, um, we've got a fair amount of building supplies, but there's some projects that also need to be done that aren't just replacing the sign. Like there's a lot of things that needed to be done um, before this unforeseen expense, which I will be happy to show you in just a moment. I don't know how well my hotspot will work if I take this tripod across the house here, but I'll show you all a little bit. Yeah, and I'm honestly I've been in kind of a shitty mood because I got stung on the eye by a bee. I'm broke. It's hot as fuck, and you know it's been difficult. And I was only supposed to be here a few days, bust out some projects. But I did get power back under the tree now, so we can start setting up power here. Thank you, Brownie B. I really appreciate you. What a sweetheart. Hell yeah. And also, just FYI, Brownie B is a real sweetheart, and I'm super grateful. But the issue with paying through Super Chat is that I don't get that money until like next month, and YouTube takes 10%. So if you would like to donate directly so that I can withdraw immediately and get this taken care of, then take a look in the description there, or maybe Aaron can post the PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App links. They are in the description though, so if you want to go check that out, yeah, that would be super helpful because yeah, it's kind of hard for me like when I'm hotspotting on my phone to get those links and post them in the chat. So I need a mod to help me with that right now, or else this stream is gonna shit out. But this is, you know, this is what we're working for. This space is finally, you know, running really nicely. You know, it's still not up to the standard that it was when I left it. Unfortunately, over the 2 years that I was hands off of the library, no real improvements were made. In fact, a lot of things were damaged, like really badly. Like look at these shelves here. Check this out. It's like this all over the damn place. Like these shelves fell, and yeah, they used to be like, and look at this. This is crazy. Somebody's just. I'm not gonna harp on the person that I left in charge a whole bunch, but like look, they just propped a piece of wood under here and called it good. Like this is gonna fall down any fucking day. This needs to be repaired. The little shit like this. And then this whole shelf here, there was a nice shelf here that covered the whole wall, and that I don't know what happened to it, but we put this shelf here, which was the shelf that was here at one point. And then this is here. This is a terrible bookshelf. This is for like paperbacks. Like it's not good, man. Like half of these philosophy books don't even fit on this shelf. And there's some, like, this part of the roof needs to be repaired. That's not high priority right now because it's mostly for shade. And over the books, there is some metal on top here that does block rain coming straight down. You might be able to see that. There's this big piece of metal that eventually will get, like, put into the actual roofing structure, so it's not just laying flat on top of there, but it is blocking the rain. It's all good. This roof here, this is about how high the roof will be once all of this is replaced. This is kind of a taste of that. This all is fucking trash. This is all really, really bad and needs to be replaced. And it will be. I would like it all to be like this, with the precipice of the roof being that high, and just kind of replacing it over time. And I would love to get the front room also with the precipice up there at the roof. This is Rosalie's original library. This is Lizard Tree Library. This is the historical, built in 1999, where Rosalie did her work here. And it's almost completely original materials. Obviously, a lot of the building materials have had to be, like, moved and repaired. And here's the Lizard Tree Library sign. And Rosalie had her little desk and office over here. None of this living room was here. This is all stuff that I put here. We got a deck. I just put up fresh shade cloth here. This was open, but during the summer it needs to be shaded because otherwise it gets way too hot under here. And then during the winter the shade cloth gets taken down. Otherwise it's way too cold under here. This is where I was just sitting with my tripod. Hey Satan. Hi sweetie. Hey, thanks Justin Mom. I appreciate you putting those links in here. Yeah, I desperately need to make, like, for everything that I need in order to be able to, like, finish up here and be able to get back to the city, where I am planning an art event for the end of April and other things to give me a good launching point for the summer. I need to come up with like $200 at the very minimum before Friday. That's just where I'm at right now. I'm gonna be so real. So I don't know. I don't really know what to do. I guess I'll just keep live streaming and see how that goes. And then I hate this. Whoops, sorry, that was loud. So okay, I am gonna bitch about Aurora for a moment. When I left the library, this bar was fantastic. And one of the first things she did was make it shittier. And like, I don't know, I'm just gonna take a moment and get vindicated here. Like, first of all, I hate this. There's no reason that people, like, this is not a restaurant. Like, we don't need a fucking, like, no, I hate it. People don't need to be able to fucking, like, lift the bar and walk through here. This is supposed to be solid bar. This was solid, heavy wood. It was painted this nice, beautiful blue color. And, like, you know, but look at this. This isn't even. Like, why is this so much wider than this part of the bar? And why is this part of the bar, like, why does that end? And they're like, what the fuck is this? Also, this used to be sturdy enough for me to, like, stand on and lay on and, like, leap over. I'm pretty sure any of you that have been watching my videos for a long time have seen me jump over that bar. This, if I tried to jump over this, it would fall the fuck apart. This is shit. So Aurora, if you're watching, fuck you. That was like one of the first things that she did. And look at this. This is embarrassing. I would be embarrassed if this was my work. Look at that. Why is it like this? Why the fuck is it like this? And, you know, I would be nicer if it wasn't that she left this place to be burned down and then had nothing to say about it. And also that we've been cleaning up piles and piles and piles of garbage everywhere. And that's not just from Brandy. Brandy didn't do all that in 2 months. The library had been getting ransacked for months, maybe a year or so, in my absence. So yeah, I don't owe anything to somebody who let themselves jeopardize this space. Also, like, what the hell is up with this? Why would you make it so that, like, that's not flush? None of this makes sense. It's terrible. And then this is like all wobbly too. Like, it's not even properly hinged. Like, the hinges are here and here. Like, that doesn't make sense. Like, it's just lazy building. There was a random little block attached with like one screw here that I pulled out because I hated it. It pissed me off. But it's like, instead of cutting a board to fit around here, she like cut it like this and then just like cut a triangle here that wasn't attached to this at all. It was just like free floating. And yeah, I just pulled it out. It was like nailed right there. I just like fucking ripped it out. Cause like, what the hell is that? You can't set a drink on that. You can't like lean on it. It was like barely an effort to like tie this in. Like, this is better than that. At least it's honest. You know what I mean? Yeah, the bar looks like shit. I actually did, I spent some time tearing down some shit here too, because there was just like a bunch of random wood sticking up. There was a post that went across that top thing there, serving zero purpose except to be an obstacle for tall people to hit their heads, and they did a few times, so I ripped that down and I put this curtain up. There was a shitty curtain up here too that everybody hated. It blocked the airflow. It had beads hanging down, and every time you walked through it, the beads would try to strangle you. It was awful. So I got sick of it, and it's like, there's so many things like that around the space that, like, you know, it's just like you do one thing at a time. But now that like most hazardous garbage has been cleaned up, now we're doing like little things like that, where it's like, you know, like, this doesn't need to be here, and like rip it down. So finally I was just like, yeah, I hate this. I'm gonna rip it down. And I also took down some of the old frame here too. There's a lot of things that don't make sense that need to get fixed. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's bad. But you know, now we do have power here. You might see, and let me know how the reception is here when I walk away from my phone. This is going to be the new library sign. I got to get one more coat of paint on it. I wanted to paint both sides just so it would be like sealed and protected from the elements, because I don't want to do this shit again. Let's see. This area has been tidied up and it's now functional. We got our cooler back. I'm surprised that this is still here. I can't remember who donated this, but it was, you know, tossed into a pile just like trash. We do have this filter. I've been working on repairing it. A kind supporter from my channel had bought this for Aurora, and she just like left it to gather dust and rot and get damaged. We went over it, and it's fine. It'll be okay. But there's definitely like this housing got warped. So I'm gonna have to like, this doesn't sit on here anymore. So I'm gonna have to create some type of like frame that it can sit on, so we can fill it with water and have our water filtered. Another thing is that we have our water tower up here, and that's full of mold and it's gross and stuff. I got a new hose here, but we need to be able to clean out the water tanks. There's two of them, this one and the other one in my my yard, my little camp area. They both need to be cleaned. It's hot as fuck, like I said, so it's kind of a bitch to do. You want to say hi, Nick?
Hello.
That's our newest library resident. Do you wanna answer questions? You wanna do a little interview, or are you busy? Okay. Hey, I've got. Here, let me get my mic here. All right. All right. What do you think about your time here so far?
It's all been real good.
Fuck yeah. What brought you to Slab City?
Just came here on a whim.
And how long have you been out here?
Since I walked in from Nland on the 14th of January. Yeah.
Sick. And what are you up to right now?
Getting ready to start these dishes.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Man, a few words. I respect that.
Could we pick up some water after you're all done with your live stream?
Absolutely, yeah. We'll pick up some more water. Also, honestly, you could just refill that. Well, I mean, we've still got some here, but you can use some of the drinking water in that tote too.
There's plenty.
Okay.
In here.
Okay.
I think we're running low.
Yeah,
Together.
we'll do a water run
Awesome.
for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Hell yeah. So we've got that going on. One thing that I really, really want to do, you might notice behind me that this looks like shit. I'm going to give you all a better look here. Alice, you want to wave?
Hi.
That's Alice. She's been coming.
I just had a handful of dirt.
Alice just threw a bunch of dirt all over the floor. Fortunately, our floor is made of dirt.
All over me.
Oh shit. She's been coming to help clean.
Okay, everybody. Now you guys can make fun of me.
Now we've got. So you'll see that this shade cloth is pretty crazy here, and you'll notice the sharp contrast between this shit and that. So this is part of the roof that I built shortly before I headed out of slabs long term. It looks nice, right? And it's mostly scrap. There's 3 panels. You can definitely tell the difference. There's 3 panels of the corrugated tin that were purchased new from Home Depot. The rest, my friends and I dragged those out of Bandos, and most of that lumber as well. You can see it's like inconsistent. You've got that red stuff. You got this with the spray paint on it. Some of it's cracked. And we've got a crude lighting system rebuilt here. I had to rebuild the power system that we have out of like literal garbage that was pulled up and repurpose some of these cables. These are the scabbed together 4x4s to become the posts for the roof here. But this part of the roof, this half of the roof, that was when I left slabs, I left all of the materials that were needed to build a mirror image of this on this side, and that was I expected that to be done. It never got done, and now I'm here to do it. We have probably most of the materials to do it. I've been waiting until it's not crazy hot to pull down this shade cloth and do that, but having to repaint the sign definitely had an effect on timing, and also the heat wave made it really difficult. I want to tear down this wall here and rebuild this wall once there's some supports put up here. And that honestly won't take a really long time. It's mostly just like having a break in the weather and putting that up, but with a few extra hands it will go quickly, especially if we have all of the materials that we need to make it better. Aaron says reception is good. Thank you. My phone is getting very hot, unfortunately, so I don't know how much longer it'll be before my stream drops. I'm gonna grab a piece of cloth that's got water on it. This is our power system, completely built out of salvage except for this battery, which supporters here on YouTube helped us to purchase. And we want a second one. That one was about $130. If we can get a second one, then our power system will be twice as robust. And we have tons of solar panels. That's something that we don't need. They're all shit, and they're all fucked up, but we have a fuck ton of them, and we've got a bunch more up here. So I need to get up there and show the crew how to affix those so that they don't blow off next time we have a windstorm. They are being held down right now because, well, by very strong tape, which is not a permanent fix, but they blew over while I wasn't here and needed to be reattached immediately, or they were going to blow over again. But that's all solar panels up there on that frame. There's a stack of solar panels back there. In here we have backstock for the library, so if anybody's trying to ask, do you guys want more books? No, we do not. Look, this is all the ones that we have in backstock. We don't want more books unless you have philosophy. If you have good philosophy books, we will take those. Or if you have gender and sexuality type books, we'll take those. Otherwise, we don't even have enough shelving to put these up right now. We got another solar panel here that needs to get stacked. We have a lot of tidying up to do. We have a lot of scrap. This area is just, it's a trash pile. But at least we have, we have a nice table that we can dine at. We have our stove and oven and our prep area. We got our dish pit, and we are going to be repairing this water system. But that tank was left to get full of algae and God knows what else needs to get scrubbed out. That's going to be a real project. And I do want to fortify this water tower frame here too, because I don't know how sturdy it is. It feels pretty damn sturdy. I think it should be all right, but I do want to like add some framing to it so that I can feel a little bit more secure about it. And yeah, so if anybody wants to get down with the kickdown, it's that time of year when we don't have a ton of tourists coming through, and there's a lot of repairs that need to be done. And since I haven't been able to get in until like last week, there's a lot of things that need to be done that I know how to do that other people don't know how to do yet, and I need to teach them. But yeah, I need to get this phone on a cool rag. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this. I cut this off my shirt, and I'm gonna dunk this in the water and squeeze it out, and I'm gonna put it on the back of my phone so my stream doesn't drop. And then I'm gonna check on my phone, my other phone. See if anybody got down with the kickdown. I need to wring this out so that my phone doesn't actually get wet. You want to like make sure that it's not like wet if you're doing this trick. But if you're out in a hot environment and you're using your phone and it gets like blazing hot like this, take a thin rag, get it moist, not wet, and stick it on the back of your phone. Make sure that air can get to it, because if it's just like solid, set against something solid, then that water is gonna get hot too, and then you're gonna keep having that same problem. Just gonna set this up over, like tuck it in like a little baby. Here we go. Nice, there we go. Now my phone should stay cool for a little bit. Hell yeah. B said, this is such a shame. I'm sorry, Corn, with you it will be great again. Well, that's the thing. I don't have time to move in to the library. Jeff has been here for a year, and he's, he wants to continue to be here. And Nick has been here for almost 2 months now, and he wants to be here for a while as well. And I'm always prepared to move back here if I need to for the protection and the safety of the library, but I have other shit to do. I need to get back to LA. I haven't been able to work on my editing since I got here because it's been so hot, unfortunately, and I'm like this close. It's actually so frustrating because I literally just had like the last sequence of my new edited video to put out, and also I just did an interview with TJ, who is the investigator for the Poe murder case, which occurred out here shortly after I left Slab City for longer term and it's a really great interview. And I would really like to work on editing it, but I can't really work on fucking anything right now until either the temperature drops, which I don't think it will. This is about as cool as it gets this time of year, or until I get back to LA. And I can't go back to LA until a number of things are done here in Slabs, and also until I get my car insurance paid. Unfortunately, a lot of books get weeded, but that comes with the librarian role. Well, we have stacks of books under the trailer by the solar panels that I showed you. Those are all, well, they should be all books that are damaged beyond being able to use. Holy shit, we've got a lot of male tarantula hawks that have been trying to build nests under this tree, which is really not good because with the male tarantula hawks, they're going to build a nest for the female. And they're also looking to hunt tarantulas. That's what they do. That's why they're called tarantula hawks. Here, I'll show you. The males don't look anywhere near as scary as the females, dude. Where'd it go? Here we go. Get away. Satan. Hi, sweetie. Satan's in her little cool spot there. All right. Somebody's yelling. It's the time of year when the people that are not prepared to be living out here during the summer start to realize that because they haven't built a shelter. They don't have the means to build a shelter. They've got no plan. They came out here to party and then suddenly it's 100+ degrees and then they get agitated in the heat and potentially have a health crisis, either mental or physical health crisis. And they got to get out of here. There's a lot of people that are lingering here in Slabs that need to be gone. So that always falls on the community, unfortunately, to handle. So if you're one of those people that wants to come out here to Slabs and you don't have a plan and it's late in the season, get the fuck out of here. Just go. Because it's not fair for you to stick around and expect people that are already in poverty and living off grid to take care of your ass. It's that time of year, and those types of people become real problems, and they end up either, like, if they're crafty enough, they'll start stealing from people who do live here in order to survive, or, you know, they'll have a mental or physical health crisis, and kind people around them that live here that are, you know, working hard to make preparations for the summer so that they don't die, have to then help them to figure out where to get funds to get a bus ticket out of El Centro to wherever the hell they need to be going. And it's a problem. Like, I don't want to have to fucking take care of somebody this time of year. It's hard enough to take care of yourself. It really is. Let's see if anybody got down with the kickdown. Like I said, I need $200. Like, and that's like bare minimum. If there was a way to raise more than that, then I could do a lot more with that and really bust out a lot of projects over the week. I guess maybe I could do like a GoFundMe for the library. Let's see. I'm going to take a look and see if anybody got down with the kickdown. I could do a GoFundMe, or I could just, you know, fucking bust your guys' balls every day for the next few days, but I would have to do like an early stream. I had said that I didn't want to keep doing live streaming because I wanted to focus on edited videos, but that was before I realized when I got back here that I can't edit videos in this heat. So this is what I got, and I do have a lot of footage that I would like to be editing. All right, we got nothing on Venmo. If you want to donate on Venmo, there's a link in the description, or maybe one of my mods would like to post that so that you can find it and get down with the kickdown. Nothing on Cash App. And nothing on PayPal. All right, well, if I can't get enough to pay my shit, like I don't know. And if live streaming on YouTube isn't working anymore, then I'm gonna have to quit doing it. I would love to do like fun, just like chill live streams again. But I can't. I can't if I can't pay for my basic stuff. End of the month, people are broke. Yeah, well, I don't know what to say. It's the 25th, yeah. Highlander says instead of OnlyFans, you can do Only Slabs. That's an idea. That's an idea. Well, we did get that kickdown earlier from where are they? From Brownie B. Unfortunately, that I can't. YouTube won't. And you see in the corner there, that person donated $30, but in the corner it says $20.85. That's why I tell people don't donate through Super Chat because Google is a fuck and they're skimming off a fuck ton of that money. It's bullshit. Starship says, wish you had called out to us on the 10th or 15th with this. Well, I wasn't even, was I even in slabs? I got to slabs on the 13th, the night of the 13th. And our sign was stolen a few days ago. So, yeah. And I didn't get the message about I didn't get the message about the DMV thing until yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't even know I was still getting mail in Nland. I shouldn't have been. There's, it should have been coming to the house, and actually, it should have been going to my mailing address. I don't know why they were still sending mail to my physical address, and then it was going to the Nland mail truck because our post office burned down. Starship says, I could have gave that money to you instead of my mom and girlfriend. Well, yeah. Oh, you were throwing money out? Yeah, next time, if you're like, wow, I got money and I don't know what to do with it, send it to me because I'm perpetually broke and I'm always putting money into community stuff. Like, I'm not like, I don't have stuff. I'm putting money into Slab City Library. I'm putting money into art events for trans people, etc. I'm perpetually serving the community. So it's sending me money is like sending money to like a nonprofit organization, except it's instead of a nonprofit organization, it's an anarchist librarian who has committed their life to serving the community. And that's how it is. A vote for Cornelius is a vote for um, community resources. And that's a fact. Huh, Satan. And also, so Satan can have treats once in a while. If well, I mean, Satan's always got to have treats. We got to have tribute for her. I am out of Satan dog treats too, though. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go grab another bevy. I got a carbonated water that's cold. That's really nice. Hi, sweet pea. Maybe I'll find a piece of salami to give Satan. If my mods would like to post my money links again, that would be great. Post those. Maybe somebody in chat is like, yo, I got $5 extra that I was gonna go buy an overpriced coffee with, and I think it would be better used for materials for the library, or so that Cornelius can keep driving their car. Yeah. So, yeah, Aaron, I don't expect you to kick down. I know that you're struggling, but you can help me by posting those links. That's a fine donation. And hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetie. Yes, I'm gonna go get you some salami. I got you. I'm gonna go get Satan some salami and get a new bevy. I'll be right back. Maybe you can hear me. I bet you guys will be able to hear me from all the way across the house because this mic has a pretty good range. Huh, Satan. Come on, bub. Let's go.
That I have found something very interesting, and somebody was a vindictive asshole towards anybody that was moved into it. I found glass standing straight up and down when I was sweeping out the dust. The board there.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dude, it was like 2 rows almost.
Whoa.
Buried. Like if it would have rained one big time and maybe a little dust storm.
Right. Right.
Still would have been fucked up.
That's
Trees like this, I still would have fucked up, man.
yeah, that's crazy because they,
Surprise! I'm going sifting through it and finding all your stones and jewels.
oh wow, yeah, because
Go ahead.
I used to
that's
have,
so much better though.
yeah, well, they know that I walk around barefoot.
And that's why I did this now. Because I've
Yeah.
sifting through it to make sure that and there's a bunch of your fucking stones and shit.
I know, this is where
And all your bottle
my
caps,
stuff used to be,
everything.
yeah.
So guess what I'm doing? I'm painstakingly going through and trying
Oh,
to find
wow.
all the good ones for you.
That's
And then I
crazy.
take
That looks like
these-
okay, that's a bead. I
Yeah.
thought that was amethyst.
No, there's a lot of beads and stuff.
I'm
that I put
sure.
in there. And all your good stone ones, as I find them, I'm putting them in there also.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the best I can for you, but we might need a bigger bucket.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
This is
crazy.
what you should be allowed to be walking on. This is what people should have done for you.
Yeah.
Through this shit to make sure the glass and everything wouldn't be of effect.
Uh-huh.
Then take all these stones, put them up under there, and then you won't have as many problems.
Yeah. I'm still on live right now.
Oh yeah.
Got a little glass here.
Yeah, I was trying to keep that away from everything.
Yeah.
Anything that
Yeah, good call. That's crazy. Yeah, like somebody was trying to booby trap it. Yeah, no problem. I'm looking for the salami. I want to give Satan some salami. Is there any left in here? I thought there was some in the bag. This is nasty, man. Yeah, it's like not even cheese anymore. It's just like cheese flavored water. There we go. Let's see. I want to do an energy drink or something. But yeah, we got to make sure we keep this type of stuff out of the water here.
Oh shit, I forgot.
That's all right. It's okay to leave some water in there because it helps retain the cold. If you're always draining out the cold water, then the ice that's still in there has to work a little harder to keep it cold.
Good point.
You just don't want it to be like up to here, you know, or like, but if it's just a little bit on the bottom, just keep the cheese up out of it.
Giving my food a bath.
Yeah, don't give your food a bath unless it's the type of food that is, you know, in like a sealed container and it's fine. Oh yeah, I needed to get Satan some snacks. I think I can't find the salami though. I'm sure there was some left here. Okay, well I got cheese, I guess.
I have not had any salami. I left it for you.
Yeah, oops.
Ooh, are you okay?
Yeah.
Ooh, I was like, are you okay? I was panicked.
Yeah. No, there was still a pretty fair amount of salami left. But now it's all gone, I guess. Some mozzarella. That's all right. I just gotta. All right. I found my water jug too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Where was it?
in a stupid spot. It was just in a dumb spot. I don't know. Come on, Satan. Let's get some cheese. You want your cheese? I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, sweetie pups. Come on, sweetie pups. I don't know if y'all heard that part about somebody putting a bunch of glass in my office, buried in the sand, straight up and down. And okay, who has been following along with like how many of you in chat have been following along with Slab City Library? You know what's been going on. And can any of you give the chat a Cliff Notes version of the last few years of the library? Just out of curiosity. Satan, come here. Come here. Come here. Right here. Let's see if somebody can do Cliff Notes. Beep. Oops. You want to choose, pup? I do think I may go into town. I wanted to go into town after this stream if I was able to put together enough money between other side stuff and folks donating through here and be able to square up the DMV situation so that I can get past that and not have to worry about losing my registration again, because I just got that all back. It was like a year-long process of jumping through hoops. It's been a real hassle. Really, it has. And I just don't want to do all that again. All right, Sweet Pea. You're so cute. You're so cute. I see people saying, what the fuck? Yeah, that's the type of shit. I don't know if Aurora herself did that type of thing or if it was the fucking insane tweaker psychos that she had sitting around here. So, I don't know. I feel like, Satan, can you move? Move. Thank you. I feel like we're an hour into the stream. I usually just do like an hour-long stream, but maybe I'll do 2 today. Let's see what the battery's at. It's actually pretty good, and I'm keeping the phone cool enough. I'm gonna check my other phone and see if it's cool. And yeah, I guess I can answer some questions about how the library ended up getting trashed and ransacked and almost burned down. And, you know, just kind of talk about that, I suppose. I don't know if I'll... Yeah, we're just playing it by ear right now. The main thing for me is that I don't have, like, any other way to be bringing in funds to continue to support this operation. I'm tapped. I've put everything into it. And like if you're like, oh well, Corin, you know, like you already had money or whatever, and people donated before for this or that, and it's like, yeah, dude, but also like this space isn't like for me. Like this space is for the community to use. So I'm putting all of my time and money and effort into repairing and setting up a space that serves the people of Slab City. And I'm not like, I don't come from privilege, you know, like I don't have a savings account. Like I have what I have, and I'm putting everything I've got into this, and at my own detriment. Like if I was a selfish person, like I would be raising money just for me, and that would still be fair. I guess it wouldn't even be selfish. Like if I, you know, like I want money so that I can get my teeth fixed, that type of thing, and I'm trying to take care of this first. But and I'm trying to make sure that the people that are going to be here for the summer are taken care of. Get some energy drink here. Let's see. And we got the links posted in chat there. If anybody wants to get down with the kickdown, there's Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. So far, at least as far as the last time I checked, nobody has donated yet. I would greatly appreciate it. Not just for me, honestly. Like it's not for me at all. It's for the space. Yeah. I mean, I need to pay my insurance. That's true. Yeah. I'm not just raising money for the library. I gotta fucking pay my insurance so that I can get between LA and the library to do this kind of work. So I guess, yeah, I guess like if we're splitting hairs here, it is for the library. Because if I can't get to the library, then I can't work on the library. And if I don't work on the library, then things get fucked up around here. Like things get fucked up bad. Like I literally just came from the back office area behind the bar, and you know, Alice is cleaning up around back there, and she found that somebody buried fucking sharp glass in the dirt along the doorway, so it was sticking straight up, knowing that I walk around barefoot and other people walk around barefoot and should be able to do that inside of the library and inside of the house and behind the bar. That's psycho. And there's shit like that all over the place. Let's see. The destruction of the library by the woman who was left to oversee it was kicked out and ran out of the slabs. That's not true. I left somebody to care for the library, and she turned it into a drug den with her fucking weird partner. And they started running a harm reduction sort of situation out of the library, which I've always distributed medical supplies for people of slabs. But what they ended up doing, and like, I'm not gonna say that Pumpkin is fed, but I'm not sure if Pumpkin isn't a fed. Because when Aurora got here, she was doing pretty damn good. And then I got back out here like a year later, check in and hang out at the library, and she was not doing good. She was doing okay, you know, but she was getting into drugs. And as she continued to date this person who works for the government, not sure what part of the government she works for, this sketchy-ass person who was way too private and paranoid about things. Like, I respect privacy, of course, but this, you know, this person had a very detrimental effect on Aurora. At first, I thought she was doing, like, she was being good with Aurora because Aurora was struggling with drug abuse, and this person seemed like they were really into harm reduction and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. You can help her to recover. That's awesome. But as time went on, Aurora got worse and just lost touch with reality. And this person was bringing in all of these harm reduction supplies, which basically means that they were distributing pipes and needles out of the library to people and allowing them to use drugs here. We found piles and piles of used needles all over the yard. People in Slab City were not coming to the library anymore because it was dangerous, and the most dangerous drug users in Slab City were hanging out over here. And it got to the point where it was so fucking sketchy over here that Aurora's friend was murdered in the kitchen that I just showed y'all. And that was on Christmas Eve last year. Not last year, year before last year. So a little over a year ago. And then Aurora, instead of coming to me to ask for help in figuring out what to do next and set up, you know, repair the space and set up somebody new, just avoided me altogether and would not respond to me and was defensive. And then she decided to leave some random fucking tweaker in charge of the space. And that person was here for about 2 months before I came back and had to remove her from this space because she was going to burn it down. And there's, I talked about it on my channel. When it happened, there's a stream called like Slab City Library Needs Your Help or something like that. And, you know, I showed some pictures of what it looked like before I came back and got my hands back on the space. And we've been repairing it over the last year, but I've been busy as hell. I wrote down step-by-step instructions and guides for people to work on. There's a bird up on the roof here that's kicking fucking sand and leaves down on my head. There we go. A little crack in the roof. That part of the roof needs to get fixed too. It's yeah, it needs to get repaired there. But you know, step by step. All of these little things should have been maintained by Aurora while she was here running the library. Like there's all sorts of little things that, you know, just need to be done every now and then. And if you're taking care of the library, like, you take care of these little things as they go, so it's not just like a whole fuck ton of things that have been neglected for 2 years that now I have to fix when I have nothing. Let's see. Get rid of the hard drugs. A lot of these bad apples will go away on their own. I don't know what you're, like, those people are gone now. I'm, like, that was a year ago. When I got back here, I fucking removed that person. And we've had a crew here. The library is running how it would be run. It's just that we have a lot of repairs to do that these people fucking tore our power system apart. I had a nice power system that y'all helped fund. People here on my YouTube channel helped to donate toward like a nice battery bank and wiring and all the hardware and stuff. It got completely ransacked over the 2 years that I wasn't here. Aaron says, yeah, dude, she did seem okay. Yeah, she did, and then she wasn't. And I know that Pumpkin made it worse. Let me tell you, dude, like, I used to be, like, more not wanting to talk about, like, Aurora's deal and situation before, but at this point, after seeing what she did and allowed to happen to the library, like, I don't actually give a fuck about her and her, how it makes her feel. I truly can't give a fuck. And Pumpkin, I can't give a fuck. especially since they had the gall to come over here after I fucking cleaned up with folks and Jeff moved in to scout it out. But yeah, I think Pumpkin's a fed. Personally, she brought all and I let me tell you here. Let me show you some of this fucking harm reduction shit that they were doing over here. Like I said, I'm all about harm reduction. You know, like I think that's great. Like as a concept, that's great, of course. Where is it? But this isn't just harm reduction. This is like co-opted harm reduction. And when Aurora started dating Pumpkin, Aurora's drug use got worse and worse, like very, very quickly. And you know, it was really hard to watch her mental health deteriorate. And now, now she's like apparently detransitioned. Like, you know, which is really sad, honestly, because, you know, she was at one point, like, really happy in her transition. And I wasn't here when her and Pumpkin stopped by after the library was resecured. But Jeff said in his non-PC way, you know, like, oh, well, I thought you said Aurora was a woman, but, you know, that like, the person that I met was, like, male appearing. So, you know, maybe I didn't understand the FTM or MTF or, like, the pronouns, whatever. And I'm like, no, she's a trans woman, Jeff. Like, so that's... You know, if she had like a mustache and stuff going on, and like, cause that, you know, and I don't give a fuck about Pumpkin, and how she feels about privacy, because she directly contributed to being a threat to this space, and also harming my friend who was in recovery from drugs and is now detransitioned and in a very bad way on drugs. And Pumpkin brought this shit. Let me tell you about what this is. This is harm acceleration disguised as harm reduction. This person brought these things that she printed out, which teach people how to do hard drugs. Now, harm reduction is for people that are already doing hard drugs. So if, let's say you are a needle drug user, right? You're already using drugs in needles. Like, somebody has already taught you how to do that. You already know how to do it. You're already shooting up. So you know how to do that. You already know how to cook your drugs, etc. These pamphlets don't, like, typically for harm reduction stuff, you'll have a pamphlet that will explain why, as a needle drug user, you want to use their sterile equipment. Not how to use the sterile equipment. Because they already know. So these pamphlets should, I don't even want to, like, show it to you guys because you're going to do, like, the how-to video. I actually... Like, I'm not even comfortable showing the internet these, because these are step-by-step guides on how to shoot up drugs, how to cook drugs, how to snort drugs, and there's also pamphlets on how to use different types of explicit substances. That's what fueled this space into becoming an unsafe space where people were not getting harm reduction supplies. This is harm acceleration. This person brought this shit here. This is literally fucking step-by-step guide on how to use dirty needles. And there are pamphlets on, like, you know, if you must, this is, you know, how. But this This pisses me the fuck off. This like really fucking pisses me the fuck off. This is like, this is the. They were distributing fucking step by step how to inject drug guides and needles and pipes out of this fucking public library. And these people took this space over, they trashed it, they stole all our shit, and then Aurora had the gall to tell me to fuck off. Those pamphlets come from a government agency. I don't know about these ones specifically. There are other pamphlets that do come from a government agency. Actually, yeah, like I'm gonna scan this QR code that's on here. I'm not showing you guys again because this is dangerous material. Like if you don't already use illicit substances like in such a way, like this tells you how. Like and like I'm literally looking at a pamphlet on how to cook your drugs, like and how to filter like your drugs into a syringe using used cigarette filters, new cigarette filters, and of course they're sterile filters which they provide here. Like why in the fuck would you be teaching people how to fucking filter their needle drugs through used cigarette filters? That's crazy. It has a QR code that works. It was made by the FBI. I believe it. I believe it. And I would scan the QR code right now with my phone, but I'm hotspotting from my phone. So the thing is here, like the CIA absolutely 100% does push drugs into certain communities, like the crack epidemic of the 80s in black neighborhoods. That was the CIA. That was a fucking psyop to, you know, to what's the word I'm looking for? To disadvantage, like to cause instability in certain neighborhoods, and that's a thing that has happened. That's a fucking verifiable fact. So it's I mean, that's what happened here. And I'm keeping receipts. Anything else that I'm finding, you know, I'm holding on to. There, at first, there were a number of these postcards that I did not keep because I hadn't really put two and two together. I should have kept those. Maybe I did. Maybe I stashed them away somewhere. I'm not sure. But yeah, these have QR codes, dude. And this person that was dating Aurora directly contributed to Aurora's, like, horrible downfall back into illicit drugs and was bringing supplies out here to distribute from the library as a distribution hub. Drugs are winning the war on drugs. Dare introduced us to them. Yeah, right. Dare was fucking, like, if anybody knows the history of, like, the Dare program, that shit's nuts, actually. Rockfan says, I completely believe you. Thank you. Yeah, I don't just say, like, oh, it's feds. You know, I'm not like, oh, everybody's a fed. Like, no, this is, like, I've spent a lot of time thinking about this and looking at this stuff. And yeah, I mean, you know. And Punkin, if you're not a fed, fucking prove it. I think you are. And I think you should stay the fuck away from slabs. Sapphire says, as a former needle junkie, I learned from other needle junkies how to sanitize old needles and wound up with Hep C. So yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Like, and if they're trying to do harm reduction, instead of telling people how to sanitize old needles, the whole point of harm reduction is to just have clean needles to distribute and be like, hey, don't use those. We have clean ones. And people will come and ask for them if they need them. You don't have to, like, put out the word. That's crazy. Yeah, there's how-to videos on the QR code on this pamphlet on how to shoot up. Like, that's not harm reduction. That's insane. Like, I'm anyway. Squirrely Travel says facts. Yeah. I remember Dare, Super Big Daddy says, I remember Dare always seemed like an advertisement instead of a warning. Literally, dude, like I didn't know about most of the drugs that they talked about in Dare, and they made it sound kind of cool. Honestly. Like, it's, yeah. Conspiracy theorist says my birth dad did too. Damn. Yeah, that's a thing. I'm keeping eyes out for more. You know, and the thing about this particular brand of like harm reduction that they were trying to do is like the way that these pamphlets make it sound. It makes it sound like if you're doing it their way, then that's safe, and then it makes it seem like safe and cool to be doing these drugs as long as you're using their kits and their gear. You know, it's safe, and they make it sound like fun even. Like on the postcards that I have one postcard still, but there was like a fat stack of them that I really wish that I had kept. Maybe like I said, maybe they're floating around here, and I probably just hid them because they're fucking gross and dangerous. But all right, I'm gonna take a look at my money apps and see if anybody got down with the kickdown. Because like I said, I need to be able to keep my vehicle registration so I can get to and from the city to Slabs so that I can continue to repair this space. This season, it's been running great, and we've had a lot of folks come through. Here, Satan, you want some more cheese? But it's just bouncing back. So over this season, it was, you know, it's been good. A lot of people have come through and enjoyed the library, and it's been functional, but it hasn't been as active as it has been in recent years because of how fucked up it got here. And, you know, it's going to take longer than a year of repairs, especially since I can't be out here all the time. We got $0 on PayPal, 0 on Cash App. See if there's anything on Venmo. And 0 on Venmo. Come on, man. Yo, I actually, I need to fucking pay my shit. I don't even have gas money anymore, dude. Like, I'm fucking tapped. I'm tapped. I'm frustrated. I'm making all these repairs on this space, and I don't have gas money to get back to the city. And I need to fucking work on editing. And you know, this is really frustrating. This literally tells you how to inject crack. This fucking page right here, it's not like, oh, if you're injecting crack already, here is some ways to reduce the harm. It's literally how to. Like, what the fuck, dude? And then this is yeah, fuck you, pumpkin. You fucking piece of shit. Super Big Daddy says, wish I could contribute, but I can barely afford to survive myself. 4 bags of groceries cost $150 in Trump's failing economy. I know, dude, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, it's super bad. Here in the U.S., we're kind of fucked. And it's terrible. I don't know what to tell you, man. There's got to be somebody out there that's got $5 to spare. Like at this point, I'll take what I can get, man. Somebody's got something. Get down with the kickdown. Show some love. Throw down. I'm gonna. I don't know. I guess I can play guitar at you all really badly until somebody throws down some money. Get down with the kickdown, or I'm gonna come and beat your ass. That's what this song is called. Let's see. How does that go? Get down with the kickdown, or I'm gonna beat your ass, Letitia. Get out of my chat. Forever. Get down with the kickdown. Get down. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I actually really don't know what to do. This fucking bird is still digging around up on my roof. Get out of here, bird. 60 people in chat. Hit the thumbs up button. Somebody's got $5 to throw down. Let's go. Let's fucking go. I got stung by a bee on my fucking eyelid. I guess, like, that's where it's dark, but I feel like it stung me, like, right there. I couldn't open my eye yesterday. It looked like in cartoons when somebody gets punched in the face and their eye looks like a fucking prune. That's what my fucking eye looked like. I'm really glad that I can open it again. Satan. It is nice to be back in slabs, though. I've been going to the canal every day. Satan's been doing swimming. It was supposed to be cool it was supposed to cool down Monday. I don't think it's really cooled down all that much. Like, I don't know where our fucking thermometer went either. Satan says, send me $5 for the little puppy toe beans. Satan's giving you the money shot. Come on, you know you love the puppy toe beans. Beep, beep, beep. She's like, okay, that's enough. Yeah, baby. I love you. Mwah. You're such a good girl. Yeah, I know things are bad everywhere. I know y'all ain't rich. Somebody in chat can afford to fucking toss a couple bucks, though. What if I show some nip? They're not fully healed yet, though. There's still a little bit of redness there, but there you go. Here. Satan's like, what? not you, baby. Oh, hey, it sounds like somebody might have got down with a kickdown. Mwah! That's all I had to do this whole time. I just had to show some nip. There we go. That's it, huh? Let's take a look. See who we shot out. This phone's getting a little hot. Oh, shit. Alex Keller. That can't be the Alex Keller that I went to high school with, could it? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said the full name. Sorry if that's true, but yeah, I try to avoid reading people's like names on the PayPal, and then just see if they say something in chat so I can shout them out. But thank you. I hope that's who I'm thinking it is, because I miss you if that's the case. But I'm sure there's other people in the world with that name. Hope that helps. Miss you in Minneapolis. Hey, I miss you too. I was just thinking about you the other day, actually. If you want to shoot me a message or something, we can trade numbers again and catch up. Cause like, yeah, I was literally just thinking about you the other day. So it's crazy. Typically, my streams are a little bit more entertaining. I'm very frustrated right now because of this COINTELPRO shit that almost got the library destroyed and turned it into a hub that caused a massive amount of destruction. So of course, getting hit with some random fucking fees I gotta pay. Thank you so much. I really do miss you too. Also got stung by a bee. We dealt with a crazy bee infestation. Oh shit, there's a cool bird. Who wants to see a cool bird? Where'd you go, dude? Where'd you go? There it is. Hey, buddy. Where'd you go, man? Oh, that looked like shit. Oops. Dang. Anyway. Yeah, that's my deck up there. What's up?
May I get some water for that hot oil?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I figured I'd ask beforehand.
Yeah, you're good.
I don't want to just run through and be like, hi.
I mean, if you don't mind being on camera, then you can walk across.
I actually have a lot of pictures. I just did a photo shoot with that one guy here. Why can't I remember his name? Ken, I think it is.
All right, sick. Well, we got one kick down on the PayPal. Let's see if there's I'm gonna check on the Venmo just in case again. Cause oh shit.
What happened?
We got somebody says, "Don't say my real name, please," and thank you very much. You know who you are. I appreciate you. Mwah, mwah. And we got Sharon, no, I'm sorry. we got Sapphire, Kickdown. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Y'all are sweethearts. Thank you so much. Now we got, let's see, altogether that brings us to $65, which is great. Like I said, I don't know how much it's gonna cost to get this insurance registration squared away, but it's a good start, and yeah, I'm trying to be chill about it, but I'm starting to get kind of fucking stressed out. I'll probably do another stream tomorrow morning because that's the only time that I can do streams. I completely honestly didn't want to. I'm streaming is not my favorite thing. It's just not. I want to be editing. I have a ton of videos that I need to be editing. I cannot edit out here during this heat because my processors will get fried out. I really just needed some time out here to be able to work on things, but the infrastructure here is completely gone, and I'm having to rebuild it again from scratch, which is what I did in the beginning. None of this was all here when I moved into this space. I built it from salvage, and I left for 2 years. A lot of things got dismantled, and now I'm having to rebuild again. So it's like I'm just fighting for my life here and building these systems from scratch so that I can do basic stuff and be able to function. And I'm just tired, man, you know? But y'all really do help. So that is kind of why I've been doing streams, and I guess I could. I didn't want to do a priority on live streaming, but that's kind of like the only medium that I have right now that I can feasibly do. Unfortunately, conspiracy theorist says you look really healthy minus the bee sting. At least, thanks. Yeah, I mean, you know, and the thing is, like, when I get out of the city, one reason why I really wanted to get out of the city, besides obviously working on this space, is like for whatever reason, something about the city like fucks my skin up. Like, it's finally starting to clear up now, but something about the city, like my skin was irritated as fuck. I was covered in like weird little sores and zits and stuff, and I got on some medication and was using it, and it's like even though I was like actively using this medication every day, it was barely helping. And now that I've been out in the desert for a little over a week, my skin's cleared up completely. I don't know what it is, but Babylon does not agree with me. I really don't know what to do about it, you know? Like, I don't know if I can live in LA given that. Like, Satan's skin, too. I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it's, like, the place that we've been staying, but, like, nobody else seems to be having this problem. Maybe there's something that, like, I don't know, like, yeah, if it was something that I was allergic to, then, like, why is Satan itchy, too? It's weird, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. And I don't know. I really just want to tie things up here. My real ulterior motive is I want to be able to raise some like like $1,000 so that I can go get my teeth fixed in Mexico. That's what I really need, because the American dental insurance that I have won't do shit. They drilled a hole in my tooth and filled it, and then that filling came out for no reason. Like I wasn't chewing like sticky stuff. It's on the side of my tooth too. It's not like even on the bottom part. So it's not even like on a chewing surface, and it just like crumbled out. And I was like, hey y'all, can you fix this filling of yours that you put in that came out? And they were like, no, your next appointment is 1 year from now. Goodbye. Like what the? And yeah, and I've got like a couple of teeth that are like cracked in half and just like open, and they won't approve crowns or anything like that. I'm literally just gonna have to go to Mexico and pay out of pocket. I really want to go back to Minnesota for May, maybe June, July. I don't know. I need to visit my family out there, but I also don't want to head out to Minnesota for the summer until I at least get like a couple fillings, and I'm nowhere even near that. I just need, I'm really frustrated. If I need to get like a job in the city, like I genuinely don't know. I don't know. Then I won't have time to do all of this. I won't have time to work on the things I need to work on. I don't know, man. I'm at an impasse, and I'm super frustrated. But I guess maybe if I start streaming regularly again, then that'll solve that problem. I really wanted to just work on editing videos, and I can't. At least not right now. Maybe under this tree early in the day, only early in the day, or like late at night. Late at night is hard for me to edit because my brain just like kind of shuts down once it gets dark. But that's the only time that I can work on other stuff too. Yeah, it's man, it's frustrating. I got so many things that I need to take care of here. Yeah. I don't know. I guess tomorrow I need to tear some stuff down. And tonight I'm going to be painting the new library sign. Yeah, I need to build some new structures and stuff. I don't know. Did you? Yeah. Did any of you ever watch like any of my chores outdoors videos? And if so, what were your favorite ones? The only reason I hesitate to do a type of video like that is because they don't get very many views, and I never get donations during the chores outdoors videos, even though they're the most informative. Like I'll literally show people like how I build off-grid systems, and you know, I'll get like a few hundred views, and nobody donates. So it's like I want those to be feasible, but they're not. And yeah, and I don't want to just do streams where I'm like fucking angry and stuff. That just doesn't make any sense. But my favorite videos are your mundane ones, doing tasks and just chilling. Hell yeah. Conspiracy theory says my favorite one was the outdoor shower structure, but I'm not sure we ever saw the results. Well, let me tell you about that. So all that shower needed, you know, I finished building the platform and like staining it and treating it so it would be like good in the sun and the water from the shower and stuff. And there was the shower drainage system and the platform. Literally all it needed was the privacy structure, and I had like the basic structure done. All it needed was just like I was gonna do like chicken wire, and then like wire a bunch of palm fronds to that chicken wire around the frame, and that would be the privacy structure. But after last year, after I took the space back over again, and Aurora always tried to get me to like let her tear that shower down. She wanted to tear it down and like use those supplies for some bullshit. And I was like, no, like, fuck you. Don't tear down my fucking shower. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's all you have to do is like finish the privacy walls, and then we have all the other things. Like I had the shower pump and the water heater system and the shower head and the water tank. It had everything there. All it needed was the privacy structure, and we could have been selling showers. That would have been another source of income for this space. But shortly after I came back and resecured the library, I left some people here that were like, yeah, we'll fix up the space and like occupy the library and make it nice and tidy, and then you can come back and we'll continue working on projects. So I left them with a list of things to do, and instead of following that list, this jackass decided that my shower structure was the perfect thing to put the water tank that was for the shower structure onto the fucking the platform for the shower, which is not rated for 350 gallons of water. It's meant for a person to stand on it and some benches, you know, like a number of people could be on there. But a gallon, like think about how much a gallon of water weighs. I can't remember what it is. It's like fucking I can't remember offhand, like 9 pounds or some shit like that. 350 gallons of water is like fucking, I don't know, however many, like almost 9 pounds. Yeah, that's what I thought. So 350 gallons is like 3,000 pounds. And they decided to fucking put the water tank, the 350 gallon water tank, on my shower platform. It gets half full, and guess what happened? Of course, the fucking shower frame collapsed under the weight and got broken. So they destroyed my shower and almost destroyed the water tank as well that they were filling, and lost, a couple hundred gallons of water in the process, because they thought that they knew better than me about how to do these things. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm so sick of people fucking undoing the work that I do. I'm so fucking sick of people undoing the fucking work that I do. I do so much work. I build these systems. People come in here for 5 minutes and they think they can think of something better, and then they destroy my shit. And they take that resource from the community. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Like, I can't even. Like, I'm beyond frustrated. And I'm so sick of my work being taken for granted by people, and people like acting like I'm not I'm not doing the things that I'm doing. I'm so sick of being discredited for the work that I do, and people undoing things that I do. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do anymore. I fucking work my ass off. I serve people in my community. I bring good things to the community. I'm so fucking frustrated. And then when I'm struggling and I need some support, where the fuck are they? Like, I don't know, man. And it's like, I fucking do all this work, and people want to talk to anybody else. They want to act like I'm just, sitting in this place that was already built for me. I didn't have to do any of the work, and I'm just like, fucking coasting off of something that existed here already. I fucking literally built this space and ran it for 7 years before leaving it to Aurora, who fucking trashed my work and left somebody here that was going to burn it down. And now the repairs are going fine, but it's nowhere near the standard that I left it at. I left Aurora with a fucking business, with clientele, with an actual job that she could have been doing to make money to improve her life and improve the space. Now, I'm having to build back from that. Instead of being able to come in and run the business that I built, I have to re-fucking build it. Like, god damn it, dude. Like, when do I catch a break? Like, I went to LA to get a new fucking prosthetic leg. That was 2 years ago. I still don't have a new prosthetic leg. I am fucking in pain. I'm in a lot of pain every day, and I don't know, like, I'm not going to get the coverage that I need. I'm like, all I need is a fucking fit, and they can't do that because the fucking prosthetic companies in LA are scams. They're fucking scams. They can't do basic shit. They're don't even get me started. Don't even fucking get me started. All right, we're almost at 2 hours. I wasn't gonna do a 2-hour stream. I'm really grateful for the folks that did donate. And if anybody does want to donate, it will vastly improve my mood. I'm ornery as fuck right now. And I've just been fighting for my life out here, trying to fucking repair these systems. And, it's just like, I just want to fucking break, man. Like, and then I get this shit in the mail, and they're like, oh, we're going to suspend your registration unless you do this and that. And, I don't even have, like, I just spent my last few bucks on hardware so that I can repair the sign that was fucking stolen, and repair the roof that was supposed to be, like, I compiled all of the things that roof needed to be built. They're gone. I can't even buy a box of construction screws. Like, I can't, I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. So we got 10 more minutes of the stream. If anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, etc., please let me know what I can do to help. And or if I can answer any questions for you. How many of you in chat are new here and you have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about? Raise your hand if you're brand new and you're like, what the fuck? What is going on here? Who are you and where are you and etc. If that's you and you genuinely have no idea what the fuck's going on, raise your hand. I'm just gonna see how much altogether folks have donated. I think it's still 65. So we got 45. Yeah, that's it. 65. Thank you so much, y'all. I mean, I don't mean yeah, that's it. Like, I'm relieved that we got that because for a second there it was looking like it was gonna be 0 today, and if that was gonna be the case, I might have actually like turned off my stream and cried a little bit. To be perfectly honest, yeah, I just need a fucking break. Mickey Snyder says, "Can I ask what you do for a living? Just genuinely curious. I'm new, lol." Yeah, I know you're new, because you would ask that. Like, did you just get into the stream? Because earlier I was showing around the library. My whole cheek is swollen up from this bee sting. That's crazy. Like, I'm noticing there's like you see how that's fucking crazy. My whole face is swollen. Dang. Yeah, here, Mickey Snyder. This is what I do for a living. I build off-grid systems, and this is our off-grid public library. I built this. That's what I do for a living. I distribute books and educational materials to an impoverished community. This is a donation-based operation. So people come in, they check out books, they can leave a tip in the tip jar over there on the bar if they want to. I don't know if you noticed this, but you're on my YouTube channel. So I'm a YouTuber. I have close to 30K subscribers. Most people that are at the level of YouTuber that I am have like a staff and stuff that help them run their YouTube channel. I do not. YouTube does not pay that well, but that is my other occupation. My other occupation is I'm an activist. I'm an anarchist activist. I distribute supplies to people, and I also organize art events. Right now, I am rebuilding, as I've been talking about during the stream, the library, which got ransacked while I was not running it for 2 years. A lot of my work was undone. So that's why I'm fucking hurting right now, because I've been putting everything into rebuilding the things that I built before. And now I've just gotten a surprise notification in the mail that I need to pay money to the fucking DMV. User says, I've been following you for years now, trying to get some money for you currently. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. You know, it's whatever you can spare really super helps. I'm happy that you spoke up here, and yeah. So some of you have been following me for years, and if you've been following for years and you've never donated, now would be a great time to think about doing that if you can. Mickey says, I literally just hopped on. Yeah, I figured. JC says, streaming content creator. I don't want to do YouTube, but I can't get other links to work. Do we have a mod that can post one of the links here? There There are links in the description. You also could go on to Cash App and just type, you know, $ Cornelius Van Gogh, no spaces, exactly as it's spelled here on YouTube. That's CorneliusVango. There's also Venmo, same thing, except there's a Cornelius dash Van Gogh. You'll see a picture of me with, I think, some cool glasses or something. Mickey says, I ran into your channel about a week ago. I enjoyed the train videos. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, before I went on my my walkabout, I was here, and I spent a good 7 years homesteading here in Slab City. So if you came here for the train videos and you have no idea what Slab City is, I would highly suggest going and checking out some of my older videos about Slab City. There's a few playlists, and you can get an idea of what I was doing before I started hopping trains. The place that you're building looks amazing. That's an awesome talent that you have. Thank you. JC Moses Law says, my godmother is already so mean and the bees gotten her on the throat. She finally stopped screaming at me. The bees were removed. That's, sorry it took some bees to get your godmother to stop screaming at you. That sounds like a bit of a clusterfuck. All right, we're at almost 2 hours here. I'm going to take one last look at the money apps in just a second and see if we can get together enough to fix my immediate problem. And does anybody have any requests for what you would like to hear me talk about more tomorrow? Because the way that is looking, I think I'm going to just have to do another hour stream tomorrow. And that's probably going to be around like 10, 11 a.m. because any later in the day and it's going to be a little too hot. Right now, it's pushing it. Sorry, I'm getting caught up reading this bullshit. Yeah, right now it's pushing it. It's almost too hot. It's actually, yeah, what time is it? Oh, God. Yeah. Do that stream tomorrow if possible. That's the plan. What do y'all want to see me talk about? I want some, yeah, what kind of stuff? What's subject matter, I guess. Also, here's some nip. There you go. Somebody got offended in my chat earlier when I showed you guys my nips. But other people seemed to be okay with that. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta show a little bit of... Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I didn't realize that I had pretty good pecs. Like, I knew I had pretty decent pecs. Oh, I haven't really been working out either. I got top surgery just to discover that I had boobs under my boobs. User 8 says, I'll get money to you ASAP. Thank you. He says, where are you currently staying? I'm at Slab City Library. I'm in Michigan trying to see if there's a time difference. Oh yeah, it's in California. I'm on Pacific Standard Time. So I'm 2 hours behind you. So if I'm streaming at 10 a.m. my time, it's going to be 12 p.m. your time. User 8 says, just talk and put your story out. You do good work. I'm across country and you inspire many people. Okay, thanks for that input. That's the kind of stuff I want to hear. That helps. Hell yeah. All right, we're at 2 hours. Okay, I'm going to take a look and see if there's anybody else I should shout out before I go. Let's see. I don't want to move this around too much because my reception will shit out. Oh, holy shit. Who was that? Who did that? Let's see. I think that literally just happened. Hold on, let's see. I gotta make sure that I... Oops, dang it. Oh no. Hold on. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's take a look at the activity here. Oh man, my screen's all fucked up. I don't know if you want me to say your name, but we just got a generous kickdown from James. Thank you so much, James. Holy shit. What a sweetheart. Now, let's see. Okay, and it looks like somebody also... See, that's what I gotta do. I just gotta show a little bit of hip once in a while. It's already paying for itself. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, James. You're a fucking sweetheart. And Bree, I didn't even know you were watching. What the hell? Thank you. Okay, you know what, you guys, you're restoring my faith in humanity right now. Let's take a look at Cash App. I'm glad that I took another look here. All right, nothing in Cash App. Thank you so much, James and Bree. And let's just make sure that I didn't miss anybody on the PayPal too. And earlier, my male friend, who I hope to see soon, as well as we got a couple of old friends from Minneapolis. Okay, you guys are sweet as hell. Okay, okay. You see the relief now. Okay, I'm less stressed out. This is great. Thank you so much. Fucking A. All right, sick. Okay, I will be coming in tomorrow. Yeah, probably around 10 a.m. Maybe some updates now that I'm not stressed out and pissed off. I'm gonna be honest. Like telling you guys about this situation with the. I'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow too, because it's like. I honestly haven't been able to figure out how. I didn't even get a chance to talk about this stuff with my therapist. I do therapy every Tuesday, and I talked to my therapist for an hour about something completely different. We didn't even get to this shit, and I will definitely be talking to him about it. But I got so much other shit going on in my life. But I honestly I've been sitting with this learning more about how the library got turned into a fucking drug den, and just I really just didn't know how to talk about it or who to tell about it or what to say. It's just kind of still something that I'm learning about and forming an opinion about, but it is disturbing, and shit, I could do a few episodes where we dissect exactly what happened here and how it went down leading up to the library almost being destroyed. And like I said, that was a year ago that I got my hands back on the space again, and the crew has been holding it down, and yeah, well, I'm trying to set it up for the summer so that people. Oh, the connection is bad. How's the connection, folks? I feel like also my phone is overheating at this point. Yeah, we're getting to the hottest part of the day, so we'll check back in tomorrow, and I'll set up the live so that way. Okay, Sapphire says it's fine. That's good. Thank you, Sapphire. That's good feedback. I will check out the. I will set up the live before tomorrow, so that way people know about it, and make sure you hit the bell notification icon so that you get notified when I'm live. And if you have had the bell notification icon clicked and you haven't gotten notified when I go live, then sometimes you need to and I hate this, YouTube sucks, but sometimes you have to go to my page and unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then click the bell notification icon again. It's stupid, but yeah. And then we've also got a Discord server, and the outdoor channel says, "What's up, Corn?" Hey, I'm saying my goodbyes. I've been live for about 2 hours. We'll talk again tomorrow, and yeah. Yes. All right. Thank you guys so much, and thanks to the folks that donated today. You guys are responsible for me not being super upset and stressed out and frustrated right now. So that's a huge help. And now I can focus again on my community work. So again, thank you so much. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully, earlier than today. And I hope everybody's taking care of themselves. All right, I'll see y'all later. Love you guys.